John will be speaking from the Competent Communication Manual. Speech number 5, Your Body Speaks. He's looking to involve the audience and feels that body language is a great feature to incorporate into speaking. Please welcome John Spearman.
Thank you, fellow Toastmasters and guests, for that wonderful applause. I like that every time. How many of you are finding enough ways to relax? 2, 3. I will come to say that relaxation is a very important thing you have to do. It allows you to clear your mind. Physically, it's good for you. Your blood pressure goes down. You live longer. And I think it allows you to enjoy the things you like the most. So how do we relax? Shalom, how do you relax?
I listen to music.
Sue, how do you?
I take a nice walk in the morning.
Very good. I'll tell you what I do. I work out like a madman. I work out at LA Fitness. You can work out and do whatever you'd like to do, any activity. Do something that gets your heart rate up. So don't just walk slowly. I'm saying if you're going to walk, maybe grab some 1-pound weights. Do something, walk, elevate, like walk some stairs or something. Because what happens is, after you push your body a little bit, endorphins are released. You get a feeling of high without drinking. And at the end, you'll come down and you'll relax. So another thing I've learned at LA Fitness is yoga. How many people practice yoga? See how many people relax in there? So the yoga instructor will get you into relaxing. And what she does first, or he, you sit down and you think about why you were here. Right? Then you go through a series of poses. I'll show you one of the poses. The warrior position. Now in the warrior position, you're going to get your back foot at an angle. Put your front foot out. All right? You don't want to be balancing on either foot. So you just want to be very relaxed. Okay? And then, the next technique is you come back. So we have the warrior here. And if you go to the next technique, you come here. That's a balancing technique. So you go through all these series of poses. So you work your core, you work your body out a little bit. And at the end of that hour, you get to lay down, and they call it, I don't even know what they call it, but it's like the death pose, okay? But it's, I don't like to think of it that way. So you lay back, and you have this nice music, and it's dark, and she says nothing. And after this physicality, you start wool gathering. And as you're doing this, you're beginning to relax. And I'll tell you, when she wakes us up, not many people want to get up. I don't want to get up. And she says at the end, namaste, and take this feeling with you for the rest of your week. So I try to do that. The second technique that I've found to relax is to take walks, just like Sue was saying. But I used to walk like this. And that doesn't relax you much, right? So I give credit to my girlfriend Jessica for this. I've known her for about 2.5 years now. I remember the first time we went out and walked. We were walking through the woods, and she said, "Do you see that hawk?" And I'm always walking so fast, I never notice any wildlife. There's a hawk. So I stopped. I looked at the hawk. And then it flew down, and it was fishing. And it went down into the water, grabbed a fish, and came back up and sat back on the tree. The reason why I bring that up is I wouldn't even noticed that there was any wildlife around me if it weren't for Jessica. So I try nowadays, as I'm walking, you're in Florida, you should be able to see some wildlife. Have you seen those big cranes? I love those cranes. The sandhill cranes. Majestic. Just by watching them, you can relax. The other technique that I will also say, that I came up with this, but I had a nice girlfriend, Jessica, to go with, to the beach. So you go to the beach, and what do you do at the beach to relax?
Sleep.
I love to hear the tide go in and out, the seagulls.
How's that? What do you like about the beach?
I like the warmth of the sand.
The heat. I've tried to watch clouds. Have you ever stopped your life enough to watch clouds? When you do that, your mind starts to get clear. So I'll say to each and every one of you, find ways to relax. We all push ourselves in here as Toastmasters. That's what we do. But the important things in life are finding those hobbies and ways to get away from your life where you can enjoy the present. As Jessica says, be a present. Be in the present. Notice the people that are around you, like you're at work. Instead of just running up and saying, I need this or that, or how can I help you? Stop. Ask them a question. Like today, I was asking this young guy, he does 3D Revit. I don't know if anybody's heard of Revit. But our job was to make sure the air conditioning units were not seen on this beautiful architectural building. We used this high-tech Revit. He showed me how. He had the line of sight from this little man sitting down here. He had a camera, and you could look up and see the air conditioning units on the roof. And so he said, how big is that unit? I had to go back. Okay, it's 68 inches, and we're going to put a 2-foot stand. Okay, so he put that up there. He was able to raise the parapet and push the units back, and you didn't see anything. Big deal, right? But I paid attention to this guy. He's a young guy. So in the meeting, Kevin Besselow, the president, mentioned he hates seeing air conditioning units. And he said, I saw them real time looking in 3D, because he bought this huge computer and the 3D software to do this. And it's great that they're handling it. So I went back and told my buddy Mike, and he just was jumping up and down. You would not believe how enthusiastic he got just because of that. Because you pay attention to them. You pay attention. So in closing, relax. It's good for your mind, your body. And as Ferris Bueller says, and I'm paraphrasing, life goes by pretty fast. And if you don't pay attention, you might just miss the most important part.